Hello, everybody. My name is Ali Oruji. I'm the UCF Programming Team Faculty Advisor. I work with the UCF Programming Team coaches to prepare the programming teams to go and compete in different competitions. The coaches and I usually go to computer science one class and introduce the students to ICPC, International Collegiate Programming Contest, and also encourage the student to get on a UCF programming team. So we decided to put this on the team website so anybody can watch it. Just to give you a little background about ICPC, most of you are familiar with college football teams and college basketball teams. And there is also a programming competition among the universities, but this one is an international event instead of just universities in the US. The competition has changed format over the years, like in North America, which includes USA and Canada. They used to have 2 levels of competition. It was a regional followed by World Championship, meaning from the regional competition, you would advance to World Championship. But in the recent years, they have switched to 3 levels of competition. You do regional, and there are 11 regions in North America. And then from that, a limited number of teams advance to North America Championship. And then from North America Championship, usually 15 to 20 teams advance to World Finals. I mentioned this is an international event. It is a huge event. Some numbers from recent years, you see that there are now more than 100 countries participating, and there are more than 20,000 teams participating, and usually roughly around 130 teams or 130 universities advance to the World Championship round. The way the contest works, like in football, there are 11 players on the field at a time, and in basketball, there are 5 players on the court at a time. This competition, a team consists of 3 students, but they get only 1 computer. So they have to share the computer. So it's part of a strategy, who should use the computer at what time. And they give you a bunch of problems, like 10 problems, and you have 5 hours. And the team that solves the most wins the competition. So if one team solves, say, 7 problems and all the other teams solve fewer than 7, that team wins. But when you have 200 teams competing, there is a good chance several teams finish the same number of problems. So they have a tiebreaker system, which is basically how fast you solve the problem and how many incorrect attempts you had. The competition is 45, 46 years old, but in early years, not a lot of schools were aware of it. Our students have competed the last 40 years, and they have done extremely well. Our region is called Southeast, and it covers 5 states, and there are usually 120 teams competing in Southeast. I mentioned our students have done extremely well. You see that they have always finished in top 3 in the region, and no other university has done that. Our students have done well in North America Championship, receiving a bronze medal a couple of times. In World Finals, they have done well as well, finishing in top 10 or finishing first among the US team or among the North America team. So our students have done extremely well. Now, how do you get on the team? I mentioned the competition. A team consists of 3 students, but here at UCF, we have many, many good students, and it is impossible to select only 3 students. So we usually have 10, 12 teams. And again, a team is 3 students, so we usually have around 30, 36 students on the team. So to get on the team, what we do is we have a tryout, like they have football tryout, basketball tryout. The first Saturday in fall semester, we do what we call a practice contest. And this is online, so you can do it from home or wherever you are. The purpose of this contest, as the name implies, it just introduces students to how this contest works, because a lot of the students have not participated before. So the result do not count. Second Saturday in fall, we have what is called the qualifying round. And this one is online as well, so you can compete from home or wherever you are. The purpose of qualifying round is because for the final round, we reserve a lab on campus, and that lab has room for like 90 or so students. So just to make sure we don't exceed that limit, we do this qualifying round second Saturday in fall semester, and then we select roughly 90 students to advance to the final round. And the final round is in person, it is on campus, and that is the third Saturday in fall semester. Now the tryout, you compete as individual because we need to know individual potentials and talent. And then after we select 30, 36 students, depending on the result, we select different number of students. And we actually have varsity team members and junior varsity team members. Junior varsity are like freshmen and sophomore, meaning they are a good prospect, but they may not be ready to go to world finals yet. At any rate, we select 30, 33, 36 students, and then we form teams of 3. But in local contests, you compete as individual. Now, why would you want to get on the team? Of course, you know, the person who gets on a football team, they keep practicing football and they become better football player. Obviously, when you get on programming team, you keep solving problems, so you become a better problem solver and better programmer. So obviously, you excel in that aspect, problem solving and programming. And we go to regional competitions and world finals, and you see teams from other schools in the region or teams from other countries. The trip is a lot of fun. Since it is an international event, they do the world final in different countries. It's been in China, Sweden, Poland, Canada, of course, US. So it's a lot of fun to go see other countries. And obviously, since you become a better problem solver and a great programmer, companies will offer you internship while you are students, and when you are graduating, many companies will offer you full-time job. So the future is bright. A few misconceptions. Some students are concerned trying for the team, thinking they are not going to solve any problem or they may not make it. I strongly encourage you to try. I mentioned we pick around 30 team members, and we pick students for junior varsity. So you have a very, very good shot at making it. But of course, it is a 5-hour contest. If it doesn't go well, you may not do well and you may not solve any problem. It's not really end of the world. It is a lot of fun. What I try to emphasize to students is if you do not come to try out, obviously we cannot put you on the team. If you come to try out, you have a good shot at making it. So the coaches and I hope to see you in the tryout, and looking forward to having you on the team and representing UCF at the Southeast Regional, North America Championship, and World Final. Thank you.